Good morning, everyone. Remembered my glasses today. Look at that. What the hell? Dreadlock just doing whatever the hell it wants to do. There we go. Okay, so, my goodness. One thing, when you have dreads, if you like every hair to be in its place, it's not gonna happen when you got dreadlocks. So I seen a lot of you guys like my witchy tip yesterday. I was so happy. Like, yay, I was so happy. The things that I come up with when I have extra stuff to use and ideas just jump in my head, I guess. So I'm really glad that y'all enjoyed that. I'm glad that it's gonna become of use to you, and I'm happy that y'all are showing me some love on my videos. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. So I had gotten a, hold on, I gotta find my chapstick. My chapstick. Napoleon Dynamite. Okay. I had gotten a question, was it earlier this morning? I got a question earlier this morning from a friend of mine, and she had asked me a couple of questions. Oh, I don't know if I said good morning. Good morning, everybody. She had asked me a couple of questions. I guess she was being asked by other people, what is spirituality and why is it important? What's the deal with spirituality? Why you know, why all of a sudden this craze about spirituality and this hey, good morning, sis, I'm on my way, I'm sorry I'm late. She said, where are you? I'm on my way, I'm coming. I had to tap Gito's ass this morning in Domino's, but I'm on my way. I'm gonna hurry up and get there. All right, so she had asked what's the whole craze on spirituality, and why is everybody, like, you know, talking about it, and you know, if there's something that she's missing. So spirituality has become, I almost feel like we're going back into the hippie days, and I wish my sister was here with me, because I think she was around, I think in the, right, sis? Probably the hippie days. You were probably around then if you're still watching. Hopefully you're still on here. But I feel like, you know how they say history repeats itself? I feel like we're kind of going more into the hippie days. Now it's hipster. It's not hippie, it's hipster. So yes, I was around. Okay, Redwitch said she was around in the hippie days. So sis, do you see things that are like, do you see kind of almost like it's repeating itself a little bit? Whereas now it's the newer thing is hipster. It's not hippie, it's hipster. But let me know if you feel like it's repeating itself at all. She said we are going around the cycle again, except it's more open now. Yes, I completely agree. So spirituality, a lot of people are starting to dig more into it with yoga and meditation and Reiki and spiritual awakening, and everybody's talking about the third eye and you know, knowings and becoming more in tuned and more aware. Everybody is getting more into this, and it's an amazing and it's an awesome thing, and I'm so happy about it. So don't feel like I'm saying like, oh, it's like being trendy or whatever. But I do feel like we have come to a point in time where so many people are talking about it that other people are starting to hear it and becoming more interested. This is a good thing though, because the more that other people become interested and become aware of spirituality, the more they are going to seek. Hi Dom, good morning. The more they are going to seek, and the more that they are going to come to realize that living is much more than just breathing and being in existence. It's a lot more than just that. And the more that people come to realize this, the more better of a world we can create with and through spirituality. and recognizing that we are all spiritual beings having a human existence, a human experience. This is not all we are. Our physical is not all we are. We are physical, we are mind, we are body, we are soul and spirit. And our soul and our spirit is more powerful than our bodies. If you are somebody who is very, very athletic and very fit, and you are very into working out and being healthy, that's great, that's awesome. But if you are doing all of these things for your physical body, you also have to be doing things for your spiritual body as well. This is important because your spiritual body is a whole lot stronger and more powerful than your physical body. No matter how strong you are, no matter how much weight you can lift, or how many hours you can run or jog, your spiritual body, your spiritual existence is always and will always be more powerful than your physical. As well as your mind. Your mind, you can be book smart. You can be very knowledgeable in mathematics and literature and social studies and whatever it is that you're studying or you're going to school for. You can be very knowledgeable in all these things. But here's the thing, is that when you're learning stuff in school, when you're learning history, when I was in school, and I'm speaking from my experience, when I was in a history class and social studies, we were learning, and I was in Wisconsin. When I was in school, I was living in Wisconsin. So in Wisconsin, they teach you a lot about Native American history because it was very important to, being in that location. That was the history of where it was we were living at. So we were, learning a lot about Native American history, and they made it seem very very nice and very, with Thanksgiving and, with the Native Americans welcoming the Pilgrims and them sitting down to have this feast together, and they made it seem like it was something very like it was a very peaceful time, and it was very, they weren't teaching me true Native American history. And I had learned this from my father, because my dad, when I was little, my dad, he was very into what it was that school was teaching me, what I was learning. He wanted to see my books. He read through my books and my history books, and he said, no, he said, this ain't right. He said, this ain't right. They're not telling you everything. They're not telling you the real stuff, my dad, the real shit. He's like, they're not teaching you the real shit. He's like, they don't even have in this book about how Native Americans suffered slavery, how they were tortured, how they were taken out of their land, how they were forced to give up their land, their, everything that it was that they had all this here before. America wasn't discovered. People were already living here. This was already owned. It was already discovered. People were already living here. They had already settled here. They had lives here. So my dad had gotten very pissed off, and so from that point, he had started teaching me real Native American history, and it was nothing what school was teaching me. So when you think about this, and you think that you're so book smart, and you know your shit, and you know your history, and you know civics, and you know all these things, the thing is that what you're learning is not everything that is true history. So when you are expanding your mind and your knowledge, know that you need to expand your spirituality as well, because your spirituality will start to pick up intuitively, is this right, is this wrong? And you'll start to realize that not everything that is being taught to you is the truth. So it's really important, not just for the adults, but also for children, and adults as well. If you have children, it's very important that you start to develop in your spirituality if you haven't already, because you are going to pave the way for your children to be able to expand their spirituality as well. And by doing that, you are giving them more power and more more strength than what school is able to give them, what physical fitness is able to give them. You're gonna help them to create a better life, a better understanding, and more and higher knowledge of the divine and spirituality and energy. Like, these things are all really important. I'm not ignoring you guys. I'm gonna get to your comments as soon as I hit like a light or something. I'm trying to get there. I'm like, trying to get to work. So that's why spirituality is so important. It's always been important. It's just now we've come to a time that more people are becoming interested. They're becoming more interested. And us who are already into spirituality, it's important for us to share our knowledge with others, because you know, you can help to get somebody curious enough to start to dig for information on their own and start to search for their own truth. And it's really important that we do this, because we can recreate the world by sharing knowledge, by, you know, by sharing what it is that we know, what we've been through, our experiences, our knowings, our intuition, all these things we can. Okay, let me go ahead and catch up with comments now. Let's see. Okay, Red Witch says, back in the 60s and 70s, none of what we do, what we read, what we say could never be discussed without being threatened with being put away or a prisoner by your parents, which is why Leela kept it in. She kept it in until I went viral with it and didn't give a shit what anyone thought. Yes, okay. So Red is agreeing that a lot of the things that people were talking about were things that couldn't be discussed. And you know, you'll see too that people will label us crazy. They will say, oh, you know, this bitch done lost her marbles, or oh, she, you know, people are crazy when they start to believe in energy and they start to believe in. But here's the thing, is that logical people that are logical, when you throw science at them, and that's the thing, is that energy is science. So spirituality and science, they kind of go hand in hand, because you think about it, energy is science. You take two magnets and you put them together. Once you get to a certain distance, they're going to automatically grasp to each other, and what are they going to do? Pull each other in and attach. So when people who are very logical start to question spirituality, pull some fucking magnets out and be like, look, I'm not making this up. This is the same way that people manifest things. They draw it in close enough, they pull it in close enough within reach, and it'll attach to you. That's the same way that manifesting works. If you take two magnets and you put them together, and then it also, if you tend to be a negative person, so when you take two magnets and you face them, because there's a negative and a positive attracts, negative repels. Turn these magnets around, you're gonna see how you cannot get these motherfuckers to stick together. So this is how negative energy creates a blockage. It creates a force field where they can't attach themselves. So when you see a logical person and they're questioning you about energy and spirituality, it's very simple. And here's the thing, I love talking to logical people, because I can easily get them to change their mind about what it is that they've been taught and what it is that they think that they know. They will at least start to question it. If not change their minds completely, they will at least start to question it, and they'll start to go ahead and look for information, and they'll come to realize, this bitch didn't lose her marbles. This bitch got a bag full of marbles, and I need to get with it. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing with logical people. Logical people, they'll always want proof. They always want to see. They need that visual to believe. And it's easy to do it. You just gotta look for the tools around you, put two and two together and show them, and then bam, there you go. You just turned a logical person into a person who believes in energy. a person who believes in science, and therefore that person believes in spirituality. So converting people is, I love to convert. I love converting people. Bring a motherfucker to me, I will convert. Let's see. Oh, Desert Siren, good morning, Desert Siren. Dom says, this year in English, we were reading about the Salem witch trials. As my teacher said, but of course, none of those women were witches, since magic does not exist. And I just sat there like, you're wrong. Yes. Dom, bring me and Red Witch in for fucking show and tell. Be like, you guys want to learn about the witch trials? I'm going to bring in 2 witches to class and they will tell you all about it. To ask them if you can do that. I will happily, if I can YouTube it, I will happily go there to your school and we will stand there and we will talk about the witch trials. Real witches talking about the witch trials in class. Yes, bitches. And watch how many students I'm going to take with me. Let's see. Yes, Dom, your teacher is still naive. As a teacher, they should read the truth and teach the truth. Yes. But the reason why they don't, sis, the reason why they don't is that takes too much time, it takes too much energy, and it takes too much time out of their day that they're not going to get paid for. So they teach you bullshit because teachers are not paid very well. And some of them don't even have the passion enough to go ahead and, you know, expand their knowledge and their minds and start speaking truth and teaching truth because they're not getting paid very well, or they're not getting paid to do it. If they're not at work, they're not getting paid on their days off to go and do research. So that's why they'll just tell you whatever the hell they need to tell you, or what information was given to them or passed to them, instead of looking for truth. But then that's where you bring witches in for show and tell and be like, look, they're going to tell you about the witch trials. I just got here, so I'm going to quick grab my shit. Let me grab my shit. I'm not done with this. I still got comments to read, but I want to hurry up and get in. All right. Let's see. Desert Siren said, I'm in the middle of Navajo country and they still don't teach the truth in schools. That's fucking ridiculous. But see, that's why it's important as parents, if you have children, it's important for you to give them their own history lessons, like my dad did. My dad got pissed when he found out that we weren't learning the truth about Native American history. And that was the thing, is that my dad, he would ask me, what did you learn in school today? When he would pick me up, he would ask me, what did you learn in school today? He would have to reteach me what was taught to me because I wasn't taught the truth. And my dad, he never sugarcoated anything. He gave it to me straight how it was. You know, sometimes it put a little bit of fear in me because I was like, they did that? You know what I mean? Because I was a little kid. But that's the thing, is that my dad was like, you know, this is the type of world we live in. Prepare yourself for it. Get ready for it, because you're only going to stay a child for so long. Red says, yes, Dom, your teacher is still... Oh, wait, I read that. She said, however, it's the easy way out to teach what's in front of you instead of researching the truth that is being hidden in so many centuries of history. Yes, sis. Girl, great minds think alike. I should say, you tell him, sis, let that big head of spirituality flow, read LOL. Desert Siren says, Muggles don't realize that they practice magic every day. LOL. Yes. Yes, they do. If you pick up if you see somebody who says that they're not spiritual, that they don't believe in energy, and you see them pick up a penny off the floor because the heads is sticking up and they mark that little spot with an X, and then you know what? You picking up that damn penny, you believe in spirituality, because you just picked up that penny because you believe it's going to bring you luck for picking it up and marking it with an X. Can't tell me you don't believe in spirituality. Shit. She said, Lil Red said, absolutely. Oh, Night One Faye joined us. Good morning, Night One Faye. Night One Faye says, true, Desert Siren. I see my daughter doing magic. She's a muggle. LOL. Dominic says, the real witches were smart enough to not get caught. I wish I could bring you guys in. Dom, talk to your teacher and see if she would allow it, because I wouldn't mind it. Desert said, I did that to my hardcore Christian sister on her birthday, and when she blew out her candles, I told her, you just did a spell. Oh, she gave me an evil look. LOL. Exactly. Blowing out birthday candles, not walking under a ladder, even religious people when they cross themselves when going past the church. Like, these are all things, anything that is, that's, what's the word I'm looking for? Superstitions. If you believe in superstitions, you believe in magic. That's it. And if people say they don't believe in magic, tell them to walk under a ladder. If they say no, ask them why not. And they're going to tell you because that's bad luck. What makes it bad luck? Your belief that it is bad luck is what makes it bad luck. Because then you manifest bad luck. Okay. All right, you guys. Well, I got here and I got to get in. But we will probably be joining you guys a little bit later. I think Sis is going to do read of the day. It's an early day today, so it's good. Let's see. Dom says, swimming for my goddess today at a conference meet. I'll tune in afterward. I'll tune in again afterwards. Oh, good luck, Dom. I'm so proud of you. I'm so happy. That is the best way to spend time with your goddess is, yes, swimming. Definitely. She loves that. I wish I knew how to swim, but I don't. I sink. Unless I put some flippers on, then I move quick. But, let's see. Even believing in bad luck is magic. Haha. Yes, Night One Faye. Red says, not true, Dom. Back in witch Salem trials, you were prosecuted just for having a mole on a certain spot of your body or green eyes. Yes, and even if somebody had a dream about you. If they had a dream about you, so say I went to sleep, I woke up and I said, oh, Dom was in my dream. I dreamed of Dom, he's a witch. They would go and they would kill your ass right there, because if somebody dreamt about you, they took that as you were entering somebody's dreams. Even if you weren't, even if you didn't, they still went and you were considered a witch. Just by that, just by somebody else dreaming about you. Oh, it's okay, Missy. I'm gonna leave this up. You guys can go ahead and rewatch this, share it with other people. You know, if there's a logical person out there that you think needs to hear this, share it with them too. Yeah, so, all right, you guys. Well, I will see you a little bit later. It was great talking with you. It was great riding with you. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you at the next video. Blessed be.